everyone, it's Bella, and today I would like to speak to you about Venus's retrograde in Leo this summer. Now, Venus ingress Leo on the 5th of June 2023 and will be here until October 8th in the sign of Leo. So this is quite unusual. It's a very long time. And Venus retrogrades approximately every 18 months. The retrograde of Venus occurs this year from July 22nd till the 3rd of September, from 28 degrees of Leo to 12 degrees of Leo. So if you have any planets or points or angles in the fixed signs, you would be feeling this probably a bit more on a personal level than others. But we would be possibly seeing effects of this globally, also on a financial level. Now, Venus will also retrograde close to the royal star Regulus, which is known as Watcher of the North. Although traditionally associated with Leo, it is currently positioned in Virgo, symbolizing the heart of the lion. And this alignment places significant emphasis on exploring the deepest desires within oneself and making necessary brave adjustments to lead a more complete, fulfilling, and also inspiring life. Now, during part of this Venus retrograde transit, Mercury will also be retrograding, and this is from August 23rd until the 15th of September. So that might be something you want to note as well. So there is sort of a double whammy of retrograding going on in the summer. So it's important to not commit to any contract or agreement until we're out of the woods, which in my opinion is mid to end of October, as things can always change again. So if there's something like a contract or agreement that needs to be signed, see if there is some way that you can maybe, stay in an ability to be able to still amend whatever it is that you're doing. Now, the previous occurrence of Venus retrograde in Leo took place approximately 8 years ago, around 2015, 2016. And during that period, Venus moved from Virgo into Leo and then resumed direct motion at 14 degrees of Leo. So it would be beneficial to reflect on how that retrograde influenced your life at that time, as Venus will revisit the same degrees between 14 and 29 of Leo during this retrograde, before transitioning into Virgo on October 8th. However, it is important to note that the previous retrograde of Venus also formed a trine aspect with Uranus, whereas this time Venus will be in a square aspect with Uranus. Now, Leo energy brings attention to various aspects such as drama, expression, artistry, creativity, fashion, celebrities, royalty, leadership, theaters, performances, acting, pretense, self-expression, flamboyance, intense emotions and passion, love, adornment, freedom, fame, recognition, courage, joy, childlike enjoyment, personal truth, children, purpose, legacy, honor, dishonor, ego, self-esteem, self-identity, sovereignty, and also autonomy and loyalty. Now, Venus's retrograde here might cause a disruption in our usual sources of inspiration and vitality. Instead of progressing forward, retrogrades can signify a turning inward, providing fertile ground for reflection as well as review. Now, Venus rules over how we attract what we desire, our resources, our money, banks our self-worth, our relationships, negotiations, peace, how we share, or the lack thereof, the lack of peace, our fashion and style, beauty, art, the land, agriculture, farm animals, as well as food and all things pleasurable and beautiful, and that gives us a sense of also material security. Now, to enhance your happiness, take into account the following inquiries. What activities or experiences bring you genuine joy? What do you hold a deep affection for? What innate talent or skill do you possess? How can you align your passions with your work or find ways to integrate and reorient your life to invite more joy? Who are the individuals that you cherish and love? Do you feel the need to express your emotions to someone? Is there a desire to redefine your approach to love? Would you like to make superficial changes to your style or appearance, keeping in mind that permanent alterations are discouraged during this retrograde period, especially tattoos or surgeries that could make permanent changes. Additionally, this encompasses past romantic connections as well, friendships or personal talents. So we can have people from the past come up at this time, or whether it's just mentally or actually physically. It can be, our attention can be brought back to events from the past in regards to our skills and talents or what used to bring us joy. When was the last time you played the guitar, picked up a paintbrush, or allowed yourself to wholeheartedly engage in an activity purely for the sake of enjoyment? And how are you nourishing and feeding yourself physically as well as emotionally and spiritually? Have you considered the origins of your food? Is it perhaps time to cultivate greater independence and self-sufficiency, more purity in your food, coinciding with the movement of the lunar nodes into Aries and Libra during the Venus's transit in Leo, with their respective rulers Mars and Venus, interestingly both present in Leo, but yet never quite conjunct. This shift brings forth themes of individuality and togetherness, the self and the other, the independence and interdependence, self-love versus self-sacrifice, assertiveness versus people-pleasing, and decisions versus indecision. Love and war step into the spotlight, as the spotlight also shines on you, and creating balance, which is all Venus in these areas of our lives. There may be a likelihood of hearing news related to royalty or celebrities or new music or a king or a prominent leader, possibly connecting also to matters of currency, banking as it rules over Jupiter and Uranus, and initially the North Node in Taurus until it moves in July, and then the South Node once it moves into Libra with the nodal shift in July, and overall governance on a global scale. During the transition from being an evening star to a morning star, Venus goes through brief periods where it becomes invisible, vanishing from view. These notable shifts in Venus's cycle also bring about a change in the nature of her energy. When Venus appears as the morning star, it is referred to as Lucifer, the dawn bringer, and a warrior masculine energy. And when it appears as the evening star, as it is just before its retrograde now, it is known as Hesperus, carrying a more romantic love nature. Venus undergoes a retrograde cycle that lasts approximately 40 days, a duration that also shares a biblical reference. If individuals belonging to the Pluto in Leo generation as well as the Uranus in Leo generation of the 1950s and 1960s, if they have any close planetary aspects to the degrees that Venus will be retrograding, they may undergo significant and also transformative changes. Mars retrograde in Leo will be in 2024, which can also be connecting to this Venus retrograde this summer. So next year in December, you can also keep an eye on what the Mars retrograde in Leo could bring or could connect to this period, even though it's not the exact same degrees. Now, during this period, you might find it challenging to tap into your personal power or unique radiance, or relationships or artistic pursuits that once brought you joy and vibrancy to your life might feel a bit lackluster. This situation could be temporary, serving as a catalyst for your growth as a creator, performer, as well as lover. Once this journey is over, you will easily identify the people and projects that enhance your brilliance. And gradually, you will move closer to discovering how to love and create in a manner that truly honors the deepest and most authentic parts of yourself. Now, aspects to keep an eye on while Venus makes her path through Leo. June 5th, Venus ingresses Leo, opposing Pluto at 0 degrees of Aquarius, which will be the first time we experience this, as Pluto at 0 degrees Aquarius at this time is something we have not experienced. Therefore, during this time, we could also expect power plays. June 8th, Venus will be squaring the true North Node in Taurus. June 11th, Venus will square Jupiter in Taurus. June 13th, Venus will quincunx Saturn in Pisces. June 29th, Venus will trine Chiron in Aries. July 2nd, Venus will square Uranus in Taurus. July 15th, Venus will quincunx Neptune in Pisces. July 27th, Mercury will conjunct Venus retrograde at 28 Leo. July 30th, Venus retrograde will quincunx Neptune at 27 Pisces. August 9th, Venus retrograde will square Uranus at 22 Taurus. And August 13th, the Sun in Leo will conjunct Venus retrograde. And August 14th, Venus retrograde will trine Chiron. The 22nd of August, Venus retrograde will square Jupiter in Taurus at 15 degrees. And September 17th, Venus will square Jupiter at 15 degrees Taurus. And September 23rd, Venus will trine Chiron. And 29th, Venus will be squaring Uranus. And October 2nd, Venus will trine the North Node. And on the 3rd of October, Venus will also quincunx Neptune. October 6th, Venus will quincunx Pluto at 27 degrees of Capricorn. And this is also why I would suggest waiting until the end of October before commencing with any permanent changes. If Uranus is involved, or let's rather say when Uranus is involved, it can signify a need to move on if one is not happy in a situation, or to create change in order to allow for more freedom and self-expression in whichever situation this would address. Pluto's influence prompts us to examine the connections we have in our relationships, determining whether they empower us or whether they disempower us. So it calls for an evaluation of our own behavior, identifying areas where toxicity and self-abandonment may be present. Additionally, it urges us to let go of any delusions we may have. The square aspect between Venus and Jupiter in Taurus, occurring 3 times from June to mid-September, can caution against growing too quickly or being too overly optimistic. It advises exercising caution and considering potential setbacks. It is advisable to avoid making significant commitments such as marriage during this time, as new encounters may lead to outcomes that differ greatly from initial expectations. Past life partners or returning lovers may resurface, intensifying attractions and also leading to rapid breakups, hookups. It's essential to reflect upon past relationships and also acknowledge personal growth and evolution since then. The trine aspect with Chiron can also indicate a potential for healing and also self-discovery. Now, Venus will retrograde, giving us a significant focus on reevaluating various aspects of life. This can include reconsidering our style, beauty, values, our self-worth, notions of fairness and justice, choices we make, partnerships we engage in, our relationship with food, comfort, pleasure, desires, connection with nature, appreciation of art and music, financial matters, of course, and then also love and balance. So let's go through the signs, the rising signs. I'll start with Leo rising. Now, Leo, this retrograde is in your first house of self. In matters of love, the first thing to note is the potential for dramatic experiences that can be both positive and negative. Past loves may resurface, offering the opportunity to either renew the connection or seek closure and forgiveness. Some Leos may embark on new relationships or find themselves falling in love with a creative project or some new endeavor. Fame and recognition may also be in the picture, along with favorable themes related to children. June is a particularly favorable month for love and self-expression, evoking a sense of freedom as well as sunshine. Now, for Leos specifically, the Venus retrograde prompts a deep exploration of self-love. It encourages self-pampering and rebalancing the relationship axis. How are you meeting others halfway, and how are your needs being met? And a process of reshaping one's physical appearance and personality can also be at play. This journey involves becoming a more refined version of oneself and also a happier version, career-wise as well as where you live, but it is important to exercise patience as the transformation process takes time. New love is possible. Don't be so sure about anything though until the end of October. Others that could be involved are parents, yourself, a spouse or partner, even a business partner, a past spouse or partner, or a boss or a coworker, a family member, sibling, neighbor, or friend. This is in your first house. So this is angular, so this will also form a large effect on all the main areas of your life. Virgo rising, during this Venus retrograde period in your 12th house, you can expect a significant shift towards introspection. This time invites you to delve into your past and reflect on what has worked and what hasn't in terms of your experiences with money, pleasure, earning, as well as your relationships. Maybe a fantasy. For others, a past lover can make contact or reappear in some way, even if it's just mentally for you to be able to also see how you've changed and how you'd like to do things differently from here on out, it may be in your current relationship. You could work behind the scenes or engage in endeavors that require discretion. There may be a love interest or a romantic connection that you're keeping secret or you're unable to bring out into the open at this time. It could also be a relationship centered around intimate pleasures. Alternatively, this period may also involve working in hospitals or visiting female patients in a hospice type setting or volunteering time. Meditation, service, as well as self-reflection are particularly beneficial during this time. You may find solace and rejuvenation in quiet moments of introspection. Traveling overseas or engaging in work related to metaphysical topics or with a female counterpart behind the scenes can also be at play. Overall, this is a period of rest and reflection, allowing you to recharge your energies and attend to matters that require a more subtle approach. Embracing the opportunity to retreat from the limelight and focusing on your inner world could be crucial for you during this time. And to be really present and letting go of control and white knuckling. This will be very fruitful for you during this period. It's within these moments that you're likely to receive deep revelations and insight. Even prophetic dreams are more likely now. Dive into the depths of your beingness, what you truly need on an emotional level, where you may have any fears or self-sabotaging habits regarding love, maybe self-sacrifice, as this time is valuable for self-discovery as well as understanding what is out of balance and where something may be ending for you, as this is also in your 12th house. Others that can be involved are people from your past, members of your in-law family, spouse, etc. But as you're a sign that has Leo in the 12th house, and Virgos are worker bees, this could be a very important time for Virgos out there to allow themselves to relax, allow themselves to really focus on bringing more joy and fun into their lives. Libra rising, this is happening in your 11th house as a natural social and sociable individual, and with Venus also being the ruler of your ascendant, the Venus retrograde period brings significant focus on your friendships as well as your social connections. This may involve uncovering some eye-opening truths about your tribe. You might come to the realization that the friends you have taken for granted are the ones who genuinely care about you, while the ones you have trusted may not be who they appear to be. During this period, Libra, you can expect the development of new friendships or the potential of a friend to transition into a romantic relationship. Or you may realize that this is what you require, friends first, before moving into relationship status. There may also be the emergence of an online friendship or the return of an old friend from the past. Financially, there could be the return of money or unexpected gains, providing opportunities to collaborate with friends or work with group settings. Engaging in such ventures during this retrograde period can prove advantageous, with the potential to reap the rewards once Venus turns direct. This is also a time for reevaluating your future plans, particularly in relation to a romantic partner or a close friend or a colleague at work, or even just groups or political associations you are part of. Consider the implications for your business and financial matters as well. Use this period of reflection and reconsideration to fine-tune your strategies and ensure that your decisions align with your long-term goals. Now, Scorpio rising, this is happening in your 10th house. In the realm of the 10th house, you may encounter challenges related to a female colleague or experience unpleasant elements in your work environment. It is important to be mindful of the dangers of pride and of arrogance, as they can lead to a downfall. This period calls for reevaluating and reworking your interactions with a female coworker or even matters of love. Additionally, Venus retrograde in Leo bring forth an opportunity for you to reconsider how you earn money and what success truly means to you. It can also have you reconsider a current relationship that you're in, such as with a spouse. As a powerful individual, it is crucial to question whether your goals are influenced by societal expectations, family pressure, or the opinions of friends. This retrograde phase invites you to slow down and reflect on your definition of success. Take this time to dig deep and define what truly matters to you in terms of achieving your dreams and building the reputation you desire. It may come as a sudden realization that what you've been pursuing may not align with your authentic desires. Use this introspective period to reshape your ambitions and align them with your true aspirations. Where are you going with your life? And who are you taking with you? Sagittarius rising. This is in the expansive realm of the 9th house for you, Sagittarius. Venus retrograde brings forth various influences related to travel, connections with foreigners, as well as educational pursuits. It is a favorable time to plan a trip, even during the retrograde phase, as it may lead to valuable experiences and connections with other individuals from different cultures. You may find yourself finishing up a book or a course or delving into topics that broaden your horizons. In addition, this period may involve delving or dealing with in-laws or connect somehow to a father figure, as familial connections come into focus as well. Financially, there could be a connection with foreign money or investments. Teaching plays a significant role during this retrograde phase, whether it means returning to a teaching role or relearning and reteaching concepts. However, it's important to note that travel plans may experience delays or obstacles during this time. This can also just be a relearning of something as well, or retesting as well. Embrace the opportunity to expand your beliefs and philosophies. While you may be set in your ways, this retrograde invites you to consider new perspectives and adopt fresh beliefs. Stay open-minded and receptive to diverse viewpoints, as this can lead to eye-opening experiences as well as a lot of personal growth. Maintain your optimism, as it will help you to guide yourself through any mini existential crises that could possibly arise. Capricorn rising, this is in your 8th house. It's time to delve deep into your inner world. As a master of life, you will be faced with challenging memories and experiences, most likely. This retrograde serves as an opportunity for healing, urging you to confront and process any unaddressed trauma from the past. By exploring your pain, you have the potential to also transform it into personal power and to really look into intimacy and how you relate with others and how you trust or do not trust others. If you are in a serious partnership, this retrograde will bring forth themes related to money and intimacy for evaluation. Through this process, you have the chance to strengthen your bond and deepen your connection, or things could go the other way around. An epic transformation awaits on the horizon. In the realm of investments and shared resources, it's advisable to take a serious but also cautious approach during this retrograde. It is time to reassess and reconsider your options, particularly if there is a female figure involved. Avoid signing any contracts or making binding decisions at this time. And therapy and seeking support from your family may be more beneficial during this period. Utilize this time for introspection and self-reflection, allowing yourself to address any underlying issues or emotional wounds. By doing so, you can lay a solid foundation for your future growth and well-being. Aquarius rising. This is in your 7th house. Relationships will take center stage in your life now. This summer, you could experience shifts in various types of relationships. While some relationships may come to an end, the good news is that those that withstand the retrograde will emerge stronger and more resilient. The universe is prompting you to break free from complacency and establish deeper and more conscious connections with others. If you are in a committed relationship, this is a time to reassess and redefine the boundaries of your partnership, allowing your newfound desires and needs to shape the dynamics of your relationship, creating a more authentic and fulfilling connection. In the realm of love and business partnerships, there may be some conflicts or disagreements. However, this period encourages you to reconsider and reevaluate these partnerships. It's an opportune time for consultations and discussions that can lead to a deeper understanding and potential growth within the relationship. If you're going through any legal issues at this time, you will not possibly know the for sure outcome until the end of October. Be open to the possibility of a marriage partner coming into view during this period, as significant developments in your love life are possible. Additionally, your business partner may shine or experience financial gains, which could also have more positive impacts on joint adventures. Embrace the transformative energy of this retrograde as it presents an opportunity for growth, for clarity, and redefining your relationships in a way that aligns with your true desires and aspirations. Pisces rising. This is in your 6th house of Leo. Pisces, you will be experiencing a profound transformation in various aspects of your life. This retrograde can bring an opportunity to purify your mind, body, and spirit, prompting you to make conscious decisions that enhance your overall well-being. In the realm of work, this is a time for introspection and reevaluation. Take a closer look at your work environment, schedule, and overall satisfaction. Are you truly valued in your current position? Consider whether any negotiations or discussions with a woman or someone in your workplace could lead to positive changes. You may find yourself contemplating other job opportunities or even the return of a past job. This period also invites you to re-examine your self-care routines and daily habits, taking a critical look at your beauty routine, workout regimen, and overall health practices, especially in regards to your immune system as well. Are there any areas that require adjustments or improvements? A female nutritionist or trainer may play a significant role in guiding you towards a healthier lifestyle. This could also be an important time to look at your sugar intake as well as thyroid and just overall issues in regards to sugar. Overall, this retrograde period empowers you to let go of negative habits and toxic relationships that hinder your growth. Embrace the transformative energy of this time to make conscious choices that promote your well-being, both physically and emotionally. By purifying your body, mind, and spirit, you can pave the way for a more fulfilling and harmonious life. And remember that alcohol is also sugar. Aries rising. This will be taking place in your 5th house. You could embark on a journey of self-love and self-expression. This retrograde invites you to prioritize yourself and to also pamper yourself. This is a time where you could be enhancing your physical appearance, your personality. The process of self-improvement and refinement takes time, so be patient, but you could find a lot during this time to become a more happier version of yourself. In matters of love and romance, this retrograde brings the potential for true love to enter your life. You may experience dramatic encounters, the rekindling of an old flame, or even engage in an affair. Additionally, significant achievements from your children or the joy of becoming a parent yourself may be highlighted during this period. Fame and recognition are also possible, either for yourself or a child. Always remember that any love possibilities that could show up during a Venus retrograde needs to be taken in a pure way and needs to also be taken in regards to everyone else in the life. So if there's an opportunity to engage in an affair, this is the time where you'd want to stop and ask yourself, what is it in your relationship that you are in already that is making you get to this point where you're vulnerable enough for an affair? And what is really out of balance in the current relationship? And coming out with the truth about how you feel and what you really need in any relationship dynamic would be very important at this time, as well as considering the feelings and karmic waves that you will be creating with your actions during this time. Creativity takes center stage during this retrograde, urging you to revisit and perfect your creative projects. It's a favorable time to refine your artistic endeavors and to also consider turning your hobbies into a business venture. Financial opportunities may arise for self-starting businesses, providing the means to support your creative aspirations. Embrace the transformative energy of this retrograde and allow self-love to guide your actions and decisions. By valuing and nurturing yourself, by being yourself, you set the stage for personal growth, fulfilling relationships, and the manifestation of your creative dreams. Taurus rising, this will be in your 4th house. Significant shifts in your approach to life and aesthetics could be in store. As Venus is your ruler, this retrograde holds particular importance for you. And the focus can turn towards family dynamics, relationships with roommates, a partner. Underlying issues can come to the surface and demand discussion and resolution. It's a time for open communication and finding balance within your domestic sphere. You may find yourself yearning for more attention and validation from your partner, or feeling a bit more needy. It's important to express your needs and seek reassurance, fostering a deeper connection. Additionally, you'll strongly possibly need to recharge your energy, scheduling moments of solitude and self-care, particularly around the new and full moon periods, as this will also help you find more balance. The retrograde can also bring a focus on your physical home and surroundings. It may be a time for buying or selling your home, or making adjustments or renovations, or painting, changing the color of the walls, or discovering lost or forgotten items within your living space, like a lost ring. Family relationships, particularly with your mother or wife, may play a significant role during this period. It's possible that a mother figure may come to live with you or require more support. Be aware that unexpected information or surprises could arise as Uranus influences this area of your life. Stay open-minded and adaptable, embracing the changes that may also come your way. This retrograde offers an opportunity to create a harmonious and nurturing home environment where you can find solace and stability amidst the challenges and transformations. And remember to prioritize self-care, and also communication with your relationships, and create a sanctuary within your home that truly reflects your true essence and that can bring you true joy. Now, Gemini rising, this is in your third house. There could be a significant emphasis on communication, learning, and your immediate environment. This retrograde invites you to engage in the process of rewriting and communicating your expressions of love and affection. It may also be a time to revisit a course or engage in a short educational program to expand your knowledge. Maybe you are doing your learners, or you have to redo it or redo a test. In order to navigate this retrograde with ease and avoid feeling overwhelmed, it is recommended to schedule breaks from excessive computer use, excessive social media time. Venus retrograde aims to transform the way you process information, redefining your thought patterns, and also encouraging more conscious and heart-centered communication. It's an opportunity to communicate with intention, expressing yourself more authentically and also empathetically. Take time to listen to others and really listen. This will strengthen your connections. The retrograde period also encourages you to appreciate the beauty that's right in front of you, whether it's your neighborhood, the people around you, or the little details in life. It's a time to notice and beautify your immediate environment, finding joy in your surroundings, as well as inspiration. Additionally, this retrograde can prompt you to redo, fix, or clean up any loose ends in your communication or learning endeavors, or in writing. It's a favorable time to research and acquire knowledge in areas that interest you. Embrace the opportunity to cross your T's and dot your I's, ensuring clarity and precision in your interactions. By approaching communication and learning with mindfulness and heartfelt connection, you can make the most of this retrograde period. So use this time to express yourself authentically, engage in meaningful conversations, and explore the beauty and knowledge that surrounds you. Cancer rising, this is your second house of money and self-worth. There will be a strong focus on your financial situation as well as personal values. So this is a time where you could be reassessing your relationship with money and explore ways to enhance your financial well-being. Working with a female, particularly in areas related to beauty, women, or property, may present opportunities for financial growth and success. However, it is important to exercise caution when it comes to making a significant purchase or investment during this retrograde. Take the time to thoroughly research and evaluate your options before committing to a major decision, and please wait till mid to end of October. This retrograde period also invites you to find your true expression in your profession. You may discover ways to showcase your unique talents and skills that can lead to increased recognition and more value at work. Evaluation and performance assessments may play a role in your professional development at this time as well. To navigate this retrograde successfully, it's essential to develop a disciplined approach to your finances. Financial apps and spreadsheets can be valuable tools in helping you to track your expenses or to create a budget or to manage your resources more effectively. So be more mindful of any tendencies to overindulge in excessive spending or impulsive purchases, especially when it comes to also dining out or non-essential items. You'd also want to really watch your intake as far as food is at this time, and what is really in your food and what are you feeding yourself. By creating a budget and sticking to it, you can maintain financial stability and avoid unnecessary stress during this retrograde. Use this period to reflect on your values, prioritize your financial goals, and make conscious choices that align with your long-term financial well-being. With careful planning and a responsible approach, you can emerge from this retrograde with a stronger sense of financial security as well as self-worth. I'd also like to read to you the inside degrees for 15 degrees of Gemini, which is where the Sun, the dispositor of Venus, will be as Venus ingresses Leo on the 5th of June. People gathering salt from the ocean. This is a universal source spring of renewed life forces and reawakened expanded awareness, which is on top for those who venture there, or on tap for those who venture there. Most characteristic of this vast realm is its common ground, free access, and broad representation. You are everybody at once, converging towards sisterhood and brotherhood. This sudden, drastic, and astounding universal life stream toward the future being there. Just like that, serendipity and chance, fortune and synchronicity. The 100th monkey comes to town. The only thing asked is to make way, to cast off the outer covering of separative identity and to open the path and let it flow. However, this is so easy and natural, you can pass it right by and miss the chance. It takes an urgent call and a trick of destiny to reveal that as close as can be, open doors to the infinite are waiting for those who can drop the disguise and come to the party as they truly are. I think that's a wonderful expression of this Venus retrograde summer in Leo, the summer of love. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. May the sun shine bright on you this day. May there be blessings coming your way. Until next time. Bye-bye.